Okay, what's going on, Grand Rising? Today is Thursday, February 13th, 2025. And what we're going to be looking at today is going to be the dollar index, the futures markets, and the indices. Um, we don't have any positions on pre-New York, which is a good thing today. So I'm going to bring you guys straight to the main window here. And let's see what we get. So, for me, it's like we've already extended up overnight, made the higher low and extended again. So you might see some buyers because we're so high on higher time frames take some profits, but I would love to see them maybe come back down into this area, play somewhere in here, the 21.8, 13s, or possibly right under those lows inside this demand, 21.780. So we'll see what we get, but I'm going to be very patient today and, trade safe.
All right, welcome back. Let's get our panel on. Okay. Before you guys get your gamble lines in the game 30 of every suitable left-hand corner.
Okay, got SPY up right here, just in case. Let's see what we get on that. Oh, they're trading oil. I was like, they said they're long already. I'm like, dang. I'm not the full port shorts, but it's been funny. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you had the gap down on Sunday that maybe was kind of the leading cause of that, but then we've just been consolidating inside the range ever since. So apparently that might come today. Maybe that'll finally push us out of here. PPI couldn't do it. CPI couldn't do it. So maybe the president will do it. Let's go to all right.
Out the gate, we had gap up on QQQ and SPY, so they're reaching for the supply there on QQQ. Wait 1 second here.
Dan Rose in. Gamma gang, gamma gang, gamma gang, gamma gang.
Okay, so just seeing that gap up. Now, me personally, I sometimes play this position here, but right now I'm just kind of being patient because I have those swing positions that we've talked about, and so I'd rather see an HOD swipe right on the NQ trades, so I can trail risk on my runners. Right on that 15, I'd less likely want to take a buy me there, unless I like the buys down here, but not as much here. So we'll see. They do a good 5 minute setup though. All right, ES making new highs. QQQ and SPY are running, so cool. Just we'll see what happens here. So I'm having to write so much stuff already. So as we approach highs or lows, people are going to make a lot of decisions, right? So I'm going to see if we can reach for that HOD on ES. All right, if we can reach for it here on NQ, even if it's just by a tip. I'm going to be watching this area pretty tight. And let's see here. And then watching the 1 hours, I would bring them over here really quick. This is where my eyes are focused to my left. It's just the overall structure. Like our YM has a massive demand candle. We have a massive demand candle here and another one here. Right. So now we're wanting to see that technical, right? When you look at this, you're looking for that higher high, capture liquidity, people take profit, maybe a pullback, maybe people start taking profit on buys and we get to find a short. We'll see. And preferably, to be honest, I'd probably want that on trade locker because we'd be able to swing it, but we'll see. Okay, so we are approaching that high, 21,927 exact. So if they cross that area, then we've made new highs on the day, which is really good. Bam. Right. So those trailing trades, right? If you have any trades from yesterday, from this level here, now that we've made a new high, you could essentially trail your risk, right? From the area you had down here, you could trail it up if you wanted to secure the bag, the LOD today. Because if it falls back down, at least you're securing all that instead of letting it come all the way back down. So I'll let that candle close. I'm not just gonna take, we'll pull it right now. But now that we've reached this HOD, right, the high of day though, this is where people make the wrong decision. So let's focus up. We haven't got the HOD swipe on ES yet. Let me take some notes here. What time was that actually?
Okay, look at this. MQ still looking here to the upside get pick up high 22,000. Yes, low. I already see control. Down getting so long.
HOD blasted. Signs of strength. All right, very strong, right? Good 1 hour push out. If I look at that 4 hour, it looks really good too. For a stack, like we talked about, right? So we talked about stacking off that down candle here, which we did. And then they did the same thing. It looks like they're kind of trying to do that same thing in the supply with ES. Okay, I need to mark this 50 level because we did just move up to a 50 level, 21,950. Okay. Now, for me to take a short, I like to see buyers take profit. And so I have those swing positions, which keeps me a little bit more understandable of like, do I really want to get out of there? Now, look at this price action here. It looks pretty good. They're failing to go higher here. And it's divergence, right? Because we've already took the HOD here. We haven't taken it here. All right. So I don't see anything yet um, on what I'm seeing now. What I'm looking for on the 1 hour on NQ is if it is going to short off, I'm looking for 1 hour wickage away from certain price levels like this, like, the 21,950. I'd look for some wickage, right? Because we just swept liquidity. And then we get played back down to New York or back down below where people bought here late at 21,850. So this is actually going to be a key level for me just in case it does come back. Okay, so that's a key level. All right, so I'm going to be focused up over here, especially on like those swing trades, like on Trade Locker. Okay, so this is the area. I mean, it's starting to crown form there, which looks really good. So on CFD, I might take a chance there. So just like when I take other trades, right? You're getting the 15-minute wickage, right? That 1 hour wickage. And so I want that 5-minute candle to print bear like this. And then that second 5-minute candle, I'd look to enter on small time frames. So right now I'm just kind of waiting to see if they're going to do that. Okay, so so starting to break down there. I think ES could be a good one just because of how it looks. But I have the CFD shorts on this, but I'll show you what I'm looking for on that futures. On that futures, I want that 5 to close like this and then to pull back into the area and give me some structure. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Nice, nice. So I did take this, like I said, on CFD. I was kind of hesitant there on futures. Okay, so we're crushing down here. And so it looked really perfect. You guys, this is a great example of divergence today. Is we took the HOD on NQ, but we didn't here. So you play the 80% area at point of interest. And so I think those CFDs might really work out. We'll see. Now we're back to POI, they could buy up and continue higher, right? So that's what I'm kind of waiting for to see how they play this price action in here. Like slipping the liquidity, like I talked about earlier in this key level, being the expansion. So we'll watch this close here. Okay. So as prices fill in this imbalance right here, this is what I'm really watching to see if they're going to manipulate inside that 1 hour demand on NQ if you were flipping over to different time frames. And then if you took a CFD short up there where we started, right, like in the 930s, and you took a favorable volume, you should, pay yourself that structure breaks, right? Technical break lower like that. You could pay yourself, you break even. That way you've still got the bag. Now let's focus up here because this is where I think they could do the manipulation, guys. This is where I think we're going to get that wick, 5-minute dump, 1-minute midi. So let me focus up on futures here.
Kathy Woodson still on target for 2030 base case of $710,000. So good to go.
Still got room, I would say, on a 15-minute. So I'm going to watch that. I don't really see anything yet until we get into that demand, right? And we have that risk that we talked about under here that they might swipe that. And as they get close to the low, people will start to sell and then it reverses. But I'm really watching here still. Looking for that 1 hour to wick away from the 850 as well, right? Because that would show me that the small time frames are buying up. Okay, so I feel like they're absorbing under this area, right? And so we'll see if they do that because if they replace this wick really quick, that means that these shorts are gonna cover really fast.
Present at the top of this range, kind of around that 69 spot where they've been for the last few years. Because the Jet, let's go. Why is Jet not here?
Okay, so just really watching this price, watching how they were coming off of this candle here, and doing the opposite of people under those daily opens. But I want to see if they're going to reach down on ES or if they're going to continue just going up here.
Well, they're completely shrugging off that CPI number. One thing that wild.
I did hedge into my shorts on CFD as well because it's pretty cool. You can obviously do both. Just wanting to see how this 15 minutes is going to close here.
Number of things for the longest time we were inverted there. Rates were so high compared to the mid rates, the inflation we saw.
Okay, so let's be patient here. I think they're going to do that. The absorption play. So I'm break even on the CFD shorts, and then I bought 740s on CFD as well. Cool. So basically, like my CFD buys are right here, the 843s, and then I'm just looking for price to rally above that wick. I did take a small futures position as well, at that 21,850. So my goal is to get to those 21,950s on that. That'd be great. So the entry, just for the future, so you guys can see it, um, it's right at daily open. So my goal is to get back above. All right.
No, I do. I love it. Dude, I absolutely love it.
All right, I'd want to see this 15-minute closing above this area with as a bullish like body candle if it's going to go higher to attack the wick. If not, it'll start to topple over. But I think if we can we can close this really good, and then this 5 minute can go back into the supply, right? Then you're able to taper this trade off if you just took one here. I like the response on ES, so that was pretty nice. It's just now how the 5 minutes going to pump. Can we get above those 900s, or are they, going to fail New York Open here? But it looks really good. Look at ES, guys. 844 coming into the right time that we like to trade. So that looks pretty good. And then I'm looking over here at my 4 hour, just kind of getting an idea that we wanted that 22,000. Remember, we want that. So I'm going to show this just really quick. What we're looking for higher time frame is that 4 hour, 22,000 double tops, right? That's that target area there. But we'll see. This 5 minute, I would say, needs to go above that 21.9 and attack these shorts quick, right? And you'd want to see ES, right, reach for these highs. That'd be, a pretty good sign that we might do it, but we'll see. Okay.
When he completed all of his plan, logic.
Okay, guys, just watching this area. The ES or the ES, the CFD trade is looking righteous. We got below those 21,850s on that, so nice. Let's go. So you guys see, I'm getting ready to, what I'm about to do with this trade here is I'm getting ready to move the risk to right here below the daily open and then look for the technical breakout of the area. Okay. That would be nice. But we definitely need to watch this area because they'll play around here. Like if you can see ES push on through really strong on a 15 or 5, that would be great. And then if you see it pump on QQQ and SPY, that would be interesting too. But if we start to fail this 5 minute candle like this, that's not good. Right? That's not good at all, actually, when that happens. So, right, because they're failing that 50% area quick. We'll see here. The fake out below New York, possibly here. We'll see. Other than that, there's liquidity under here, obviously, right? So starting to kind of break down that area, depending on where you have your order, right? That does look kind of breakdownish. They could be absorbing again here like they did yesterday. So I'm just going to sit here and be patient. Would love to see this 5-minute candle, how it's going to respond at daily. Like where it closes is really important. If it closes back above both POIs, that's a good sign that the shorts will continue to cover. If we get close to 21.9 again, but you'd want to see, like I said, in the next minute, this candle closing above New York Open on the 5-minute. If it's going to go higher. Now, if it's going to topple over, it is what it is. If we push back to those 900s, I'll kind of show you guys something here in a second. So like on the small time frames, if this is working out, this looks like a mitigation on that 1 minute, right? So I like to see that 5 turn into a wick so I can stay off that 1, right? Then you want to see it testing below here on the 5-minute on ES if it's going to do the same thing over here. Okay. I'm gonna do my stuff. That 5-minute candle kind of closed right there at New York, so we'll see what they do here. That's kind of breaking down here, I would say. And you've got that wick all the way at this low, so it's really coming down to this 5-minute candle, I would say. Really, really nice 5-minute, right, play right here playing out. Now, if they get above here, right, then if you have those futures positions, you can start to act accordingly. Like if you bought somewhere in here. Okay, and that 1 hour starting to wick away from the daily open, which is pretty good with that 15-minute doing the same thing at New York. So one good 5-minute candle above that would attack this up candle, I think would be interesting. But they're having a hard time with the 21.900s. So, it's like either you start to see them push through it on this 5, or that's the rejection, level that they're going to say, and they just topple.
Markets, so for the couching things, so betting on outcomes versus actually investing in outcomes. Well, since they had that lawsuit that allowed Healthy to operate, I suppose that's open, and obviously a very good reason to club, vision of Robin Hood is sort of case from
Not seeing too much weakness on QQ and SPY yet, so that's kind of a good sign too.
Making the casino more accessible at a time when states are still banning sports gambling. As if the casino wasn't democratized before.
Okay, let's watch this 5-minute close right here. We want to see if the volume's going to come in here. Because you got to remember now, the HOD is actually here at this point. Oops, sorry. This is now your HOD, right? So that's where all the sell side liquidity is going to be. It's sitting right in that 21,950 area, right? Okay. Looks good on how they're absorbing, right? Now on that trade that I have on futures, just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here. If this can extend up to this 5-minute area, I'm going to move my risk to here or to here, just depending on what we get and if we get it. But if we break higher than 9/10s, right here, I'll start to track this thing off. Okay. Okay, so still watching it on that New York Open. You know, if you can see, like I said, a shift in price delivery higher here, that's a good sign. All right, so ES still showing pretty good 5-minute strength. So this 5-minute candle, that's 56 seconds. If it can, technical is what we're looking at this point. All right, we're just trying to see if we can get above those people that sold late liquidity right here.
So I think I'm a little early to the straight.
So not seeing the 5-minute I'd like to see yet, but I want to see it close above this down candle, right? So if I can see that closure, I know that there's, good strength in the marketplace here.
Feels like they're building pressure.
Okay, so that area closed pretty good. It's just now, can you continue to get those 5-minute candles to do what it do, 4-hour target for futures is 22, right? So we're looking for that 22 area. Okay, and so see, now that we're about to break, right, this wick area here, I'll start to condense this down, all right? Start condensing down just a little bit. Nothing too crazy because I want to break the 5-minute area, not, you know what I mean? But I also don't want to risk very much on this anymore.
I have two strong sides. Yesterday's quantity control as well as I get the shifting. They just shifted down. I was gonna say
Got that 1-minute shift in price delivery. So as soon as this happens, if it does, right, above this wick, and we get a closure, I'd say above these 900s, I would probably shift my risk to break even on that trade I showed you guys on futures. And then on my CFD, wow, I forgot I have CFD too. Nice. Wow, there we go. Nice. On that CFD, I'm protecting that as well. I ended up dropping like a $6 position on that. So I'm gonna protect some of that as well. Okay, let's see if we can get this push on through. Now, remember what I'm looking for if we do push through is that 4-hour target area of 22,000. Also, the double tops on the daily here, which are like 21,950s. So, if you got in inside of here, you could probably move your wrist to here or like here at this 5-minute, but that's inside the range still. So just understand what can happen, But if you were wanting to be safe and you had a great entry below daily or at daily, you can move your wrist to like this low or this 5-minute candle right now just to start securing the bag.
As wild as parts of yesterday were, I guess, we really didn't move a whole lot. We basically closed flat, and so it just looks like folks like to say, the adults are not in the room. We're just kind of waiting and seeing. The algos and option traders and short time.
Okay, ES starting to show that strength here by 9 a.m. Now, do we have news at 9, guys? So I protected my position. Just really quick, just want to show you guys for the futures. So if it came back now, I'm break even. You see what I'm saying, essentially? So it's a risk-free trade now, guys. Liddy. And we bodied that CFD, so let's go. Now, can we get this push on through? People are going to make their most decisions right at the highs, right? So what we want to see is, can we, hold this thing out? because those double tops are, but everyone's going to make that decision right here. So
And so what you're seeing right now is narrative.
they're starting to break it down, right? As they get close to the top.
So I suspect that answer is yes. It is out
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. I'm watching this area tight. So like my eyes are focused right here, guys, on the wick bottom of that 5-minute candle. Just want to see how this candle closes in 1 minute. I want to see if shorts are going to cover fast, right? Because when shorts cover fast, that's when I'm going to be able to take profits, right? Let me actually take a screenshot of my order before, because I don't have it on the full recording here. Give me 1 second. Screenshots might be bad luck, guys. Trail your risk. Okay. Price is pushing up there pretty good, right? And so you've got literally 30 seconds before the open, so make sure you're protected, right?
times out for the back. So
ES getting to make those new highs. 4 hours look really, really good, like good plays, but watch how they try to manipulate right here, guys. People are going to try to buy right when it gets to the tops. So see if ES can do that 5-minute push. See if we can push here.
I'm not sure today is going to give us that breakout that we want. Sideways patch.
Just watching tightly here, guys. Diamond. All right, so watching this CFD, watching that futures, I trailed my risk up on futures to 21,880 or 870, sorry, whatever that New York Open is. Okay. And so if futures, my futures position will take profit if we hit the 960s, pretty much. And then we'll manage the CFDs. Now, as soon as this candle breaks out, what you can do, right? Either you can have a profit take set, or, right, if you can just let it keep going. So, like if you're on XFA, you can just trail your risk, right? Right to here. Once this, like when this candle's done printing, like when it gives you the breakout, if it does, then you would trail your risk to the bottom of this area, and you're able to secure the bag. Right now, I've moved my trailed risk on futures pretty much to this area because there's no reason not to, and I'm swinging CFD trades. Okay, so that would put me out for about 1,000 plus on the day, which would be good. Right, and then I'll manage the CFD if it comes back to that purple line. Dime, chill out, shorty. Okay. Okay. So like I said, I've moved my risk up there to where you guys see, just because it makes sense to. Okay. Oh, there's the ES new highs. There we go. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay. 2, ES new highs. Signs of strength. And there we go, guys. Bang. Let's go. We just smacked top end of the imbalance is a great spot to place your risk, right? Sheesh. All right. Nice, nice, nice. So, guys, that's going to be it for the Into the Future stream side. If you guys want to chop it up, I'm going to say a couple things about some of the charts here, and then 9:15 we can chop it up. So yeah. That was beautiful. Give me 1 second here, take a couple notes, and then like I said, I'll end the stream side and give me 1 sec. That's cool. Okay, so just for higher time frame references for the video, for people that are going to be watching this, we're still looking for those positions to rally on H4 directional play. I would say supply here on ES 21, 6,104. If you want to be really technical, 6,103 is the open of the candle. But like I said, as we're in these higher time frames of distribution, you don't want to expect too much to go because there's people pumping the orders and then they could fall. But I do see them reaching into that supply on H4 would be pretty interesting. And then what else was I looking for here today on daily? There was something I seen I wanted to show. Oh, yeah, when you look at it from the daily perspective, YM's pretty difficult because we're in that distribution and then we're also pushing up on these two. So just be careful, like once areas get captured on higher time frames, like on buy positions, you want to be on that CFD shorting that position, right? Because if it's the right area and this area actually falls off, right? Like say for ES and you go back down to 6,000 right before they go higher, then you just caught a massive position. You know what I mean? On like a low one dot down, and then you'll be eventually back in that demand on YM here and here, right? And you'll be able to play it again possibly, but that's kind of asking for a lot. So we'll look at dollar here, like we said, really fast. We will look at dollar here really quick. Now, another reason I, was really, looking for those bullish runs is that we're seeing the weekly distribution daily breaking down. And then we're not seeing any, bullish price action on 4 hour, 1 hour dollar. So that also goes into the confluence. But like I said, for that was our goal. We did pretty good, I think, on the intraday futures position. Oh, okay. So now for the swing trades. Okay. So if you've got swing trades, this is how technicals works in my eyes, right? I've got swing trades from market open and yesterday, right? So now that the market has, created this new demand level, right? Essentially, right? And a new set low right here, right? Now what I can do is the risk I have from the market open, I'll trail here. And the risk from Wednesday's position, I'm going to trail to LOD. Why would I do that? Right? Why would I do that? 21,460 up to the current LOD is securing 220 points times whatever volume you have on the trade. If you can't get by off that, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like if you've got at least $4 times two right there, that's almost an $800 trade, on top of your intraday positions. So I'll let them shuffle people out above these HODs and last week's highs. I'm not gonna, we already did what we had to do. But for the recording side, that'll be it. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, if you have any questions or you want to see anything differently, or if I can articulate the message in any kind of way that makes it better, just shoot me a DM. But I appreciate that. I will talk to you guys on the next one. We'll be here tomorrow. It's Friday. So be on the call. Have a good day.